Hello, everyone. I just request you to please take your seat so we can have a discussion about a podcast that World Woman Foundation is launching. And if you have not seen me in the past few days, I'm Ayati Dashkar. I'm the founder of the Queendom Metaverse, which is a platform for young girls to give access to capital and education for young girls using the power of the internet and the metaverse. I'm also hosting a brand new podcast called Girls Talk STEM. And that's, thank you, I appreciate it. And that's what I'm hosting today. So last year at Davos, I briefly mentioned that girls can't just sit at a table, raise their hands, and tell you the problems that have already been told, reiterate the stories that we already know, and tell you the facts that we have already been heard. And for this, we need to be leading change. We need to take action. And to take that change, to lead that action, we need community and we need mentorship. And I'm so excited that I'm hosting a brand new podcast called Girls Talk STEM, which is redefining girls talk from boys and makeup to STEM. And it's not just our opinion, it's our observation. It's not just our idea, it's our investigation. Not just our hair, it's our hypothesis. And it's not just our looks, it's our logic. Thank you. And at Girls Talk STEM, we're going to swap gossip for gravity equations and he said and she said for AI said. Because it's not about, wait a second, do you think STEM is just about lab coats and textbooks? If you do, no offense, you're really boring. Because STEM is about girls following in the footsteps of icons like Mae Jemison, Katherine Johnson, and Jane Goodall. So let me introduce to you a brand new initiative by World Woman Foundation, and I would like to show you a video.
Girls Talk has evolved from crushes to coding, from celeb drama to solving climate change. From he said, she said, to AI said. STEM isn't lab coat. It's women rewriting the rules. It's not our opinion, it's our observation. Jane Goodall redefined science, yet only 30% of girls choose STEM fields. Without female voices, AI in biology risks amplifying bias. It's not our style, it's our statement. Mae Jemison reached space, showing what's possible. Yet black girls represent just 5% in computer science. AI in space exploration needs diverse voices to thrive. It's not our fashion, it's our formulas. Katherine Johnson's math launched astronauts, but fewer than 20% of girls consider math careers. AI can inspire if we break its biases. It's not just our idea, it's our investigation. Rachel Carson sparked an environmental revolution. Woohoo! While 47% of girls love eco-science, only 18% pursue it in college. AI-driven tools could reverse the trend. It's not our hair, it's our hypothesis. Lise Meitner unlocked nuclear fission. With fewer than 10% of girls pursuing physics, AI could empower if it includes women's contributions. It's not our looks, it's our logic. Hypatia shattered ancient barriers. Today, girls make up just 35% of STEM clubs. AI-driven platforms can spark interest, if designed with girls in mind. Okay, let's do this! From Girls Talk to STEM Talk. Let's share STEM by her and stand by her. Let's build a system for girls in STEM. A system for change, a sisterhood for girls in STEM. Join our mission today.
Thank you so much. Because by 2030, AI is expected to create 97 million new jobs. But if women and girls especially, if they're not involved in the development of AI, this could result in a lost opportunity to benefit humanity. Turn the era of intelligence to the era of ignorance. So, because girls' contributions may remain unrecognized, girls' voices may remain unnoticed, but they still exist. And we are going to change that in the new era of intelligence where girls will talk STEM. And with that, I want to introduce Victor Kirch and Oana Oprea, who are part of the Conline Academy, to introduce to you what Girls Talk STEM is about. Welcome to stage.
Good evening, everybody.
Good evening.
Did someone order young people? We heard a lot about young people. Here we are, freshly delivered by Rupa.
Yeah, so we are here and full of existential fear, as you know. Yeah, glad to be here. Thank you very much for the opportunity.
Let's kick it. Let us give you a little bit of context. After winning a Cannes Lions competition, we had this amazing opportunity to work for the World Woman Foundation. And we started from a real brief. Our brief was to bring together different generation of women, teen girls that want to work in STEM or want to study, are interested in these domains, and professionals, successful professionals that have a lot of learnings and experience that can share with the younger generations. And of course, the initial problem was that young teen girls feel really alone in this process of deciding this type of career. And since both me and Victor are strategists, we really took a deep dive into the real problem. And the real problem here is that the different generations have really different ways of communicating, especially regarding careers, but not only. And when it comes to Gen Z and Gen Alpha, they are so open and so comfortable to talk about anything online. And when it comes to generation like millennials and even bigger ones, they are not used to share online their, I don't know, maybe their pain moments or the harder situations, because it's a sign of vulnerability. And for us, vulnerability might be perceived like a weakness. But Gen Z, Gen Alpha, they are so open and they rely on each other in pointing exactly what's wrong with the society and rewriting all the rules. So what we aimed to do was to create a safe place. And this for us was a safe place. But this is a bubble so small, not everyone has access to such an amazing audience. And we really want to create different formats and mediums in which different generations can come together. And our idea is to expand Girls Talk. We think that Girls Talk, it's a really good concept. It's a really nice way to bond with each other. And we want to keep this light tone of voice, but also expand it with STEM discussions. Because we think that these two generations can learn a lot about each other's.
Yeah, I would also like to, again, thank you all for the chance, and most importantly, thank Rupa for the chance to be here. It's such an amazing thing. And I was the only guy in a team of 5 other really amazing girls, so I would really love to get an applause to all of them, because it's shared work. One of them is Oana. We have Chin from Taiwan, Gertrude from Nigeria. Yes, thank you. We had Jude from Kuwait and Carolina from Ecuador. And so it was really a global team with global perspectives, and it's, I think, such a great feat to see it finally come to life. And I think this is kind of what encapsulates the intelligent age that we're talking about this week, you know. And it's a great purpose, it's a great goal, but we are a long way from actually achieving this, because I mentioned like yesterday that the only way we can achieve real change is to kind of foster it in the next generation. So what do I mean by this? My mom is actually a really, really inspiring person. She has really amazing creative ideas. She has a really rational mind. She's detail-oriented and she's a quick learner. Sometimes she might be a bit too perfectionist. I think many of you kind of know this feeling, obviously for a good cause. And I think she managed to do a really good job in raising a decent son, but I'll let you and her be the judge. So she's what you'd call a type C personality. And in a different world, I think she would be on this stage talking to you, with you. And there's a problem. The system failed her. Right? She was raised in communist Czechoslovakia as a part of the Hungarian minority. And even though she was a daughter of teachers, that wasn't really in the favor of the system. So she was kind of denied any opportunity to follow her interests, to get higher education, even though her grades were just outstanding. She didn't really have access to strong and inspiring female role models, right? And so even under these chances, when the system was rigged against her, she made the best of what she could. And I'm not trying to paint her as a victim, because she is one of the most badass people I know. But I just think that she was destined for more, right? And that's why Girls Talk STEM is really close to my heart, because I think that it's kind of this catalyst for the next generation, so that girls will never be denied all of these opportunities, all of these chances, all of these role models. And I think what's beautiful about this is they can have a role model their age, right? Someone they can identify with, someone who has charisma, someone who's motivated, and is really, the girl that we would love to see, right? And that's Ayari right here. And so who else would we be talking about? And then again, as Onet already mentioned, that what's really important about this podcast is bridging the generations, right? Bringing the ideas of the most experienced or more experienced leaders and kind of translating it to a younger audience. And that's going to be you all. So it's also like a call to action from us to kind of use this platform, amplify your voices, amplify the voice of the future generation, please. And just a final few words to kind of wrap this up. We already talked about how we want to kind of bridge the generations. We kind of want to redefine what girl talk is. This is what we use in our creative execution, kind of, poking fun at the stereotypes, the difference or the divide between generations. It's kind of like a manufactured idea, right? Like, who cares about wearing baggy jeans or skinny jeans? Nobody's going to see it under a lab coat, or middle part hair or a side part hair. Like, it's not going to matter under an astronaut's helmet, right? So these were kind of the key messages on our creatives when we were starting to promote the idea of the podcast. And so long story short, I just think Girls Talk STEM is going to be an amazing platform, a discovery and mentorship platform that transcends time, cultures, languages, barriers. And maybe one day, I really hope to see the next, Nobel Prize winners or change makers or climate activists and scientists and CEOs who were once young girls with a dream in their heart, with a spark in their eyes, and probably our podcast in their ears.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for that. And I just want to say that when I was growing up in India for the first 9 years of my life, Girls Talk, I think, is a very important part of my life because it shaped who I am today. If there wasn't back talk and gossip, I wouldn't have been the person who I am today because of the bullying that has shaped who I am today. Because of that back talk, it inspired me to really redefine Girls Talk. And when I was getting educated in India for the first 9 years of my life, it was during COVID. And those 3 years really shaped who I am today. And education is an important part of Girls Talk, and we need to be educated about who we are. So thank you so much, and thank you for sharing your insights, and we would just leave the stage and give you the rest of your evening. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.